correct me if I'm wrong, Eric Grossarth, EastIdahoNews.com, but when Tammy was found dead by her husband, Chad Daybell, who says he just woke up and she was lying next to him dead, that she went to sleep as normal, woke up dead, it was his decision not to perform an autopsy, and she was buried out of state. Is that right, Eric?
Yeah, so they decided not to do the autopsy, and within a couple days, they took her body from Idaho down to Utah, where they're from down there by Springville, and had her buried there. So there was no autopsy done. They just took her to the funeral home, embalmed her, and all of that. And it was really all just very quick.
Julie, jump in.
Yeah, sorry, Nancy, I got to interrupt.
Sure.
Also, having talked to Emma, his oldest daughter, on the phone the morning Tammy died, as well as another friend that lived down the street who was there the morning Tammy died, it was reported to me 2 different versions of where and how Chad actually found her. That authorities claim she died at 2 in the morning or close to it. Chad claims he found her at 6 a.m. One report says he found her in bed dead. The other one that I heard from Emma was that he found her on the floor, that she was foaming at the mouth and there was blood coming out of her mouth.
Foaming at the mouth, blood coming out of her mouth. And that's according to the
her
daughter?
Nose. And the visual I had was she had blood coming out of her mouth, her nose, and her ears, although no one's ever told me that. That is the visual I had.
So Tammy's daughter, Emma, tells you that Tammy was found on the floor and there was foam and blood coming out of her mouth.
Correct.
But the story Chad told to police, we believe, is that he found her next to him and there was no mention of blood or foam coming out of her mouth.
I've heard a few different versions, yes.
What, if anything, further did Emma tell you about the discovery of her mother?
She told me she was terrified of her dad getting remarried. She started crying quite a lot when she said that. I asked her why, and she said, because my dad taught me about multiple probations and I'm not okay with polygamy. At which point in time, I could see Chad through my third eye. I could see him standing, come over, walk to her, and she got nervous and said, I've got to go. My dad's here.
So when the dad showed up, she quit talking?
Right, and I've never talked to Emma or any of the kids or Chad. I've never talked to the kids. Chad told his kids not to respond to my texts or phone calls. He does know some of my gifts, but not all of them. On October 1st, 3 weeks before Tammy died, Chad Daybell called me the first time since March of 2019. I questioned him on some of the visuals that I had related to basically seeing him bury bones in their pet cemetery and having a bonfire, and he gave me a storyline of burying chickens and ducks and a goat that got caught in his fence.
Well, I didn't hear the last thing. Bury chickens and ducks and what?
A goat that got caught in his fence.
So he gave you that explanation. He didn't deny you've been burying bones.
Yes.
He gave you that explanation.
Yes. I said to him, among other things, so did you guys, have some chickens or ducks die or something? He laughed nervously with this awkward laugh he gets, and he goes, yeah. I said, did you bury them, in your pet cemetery? And he said, yeah. And then he offered up, oh, and we had a neighbor's goat get caught in the fence. I had to shoot and kill it and bury that too.